Hey everybody, welcome to another Level 10 Reviews video. Now today I'm going to talk about great deals that you can get on certain RPGs. I'll tell you my personal opinion of the game, and I'll tell you the best and cheapest way to acquire it. Now I've beaten all of these games multiple times, and I've had a lot of fun. I have great respect for all of the developers. They did a really fantastic job on every single one of these games. Now without further ado, I hope you enjoy. Alright, now as you can see, we're going to start with Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Now, this game is probably my #1 favorite single-player game of all time. This thing has just a ridiculous amount of content. It will literally take you, if you get the expansions with it and the DLC, it will literally take you months to beat this game. Like, to knock out all the side quests, all the main missions, everything. It will take you at least a month or two, at minimum. Now, this game is probably the biggest as far as bang for your buck goes. I mean, we're talking about on PC, if you get it on Steam, which I'll give you a link in the description for, you can get it for the Digital Deluxe Edition. Now, this comes with the original copy of the game, Oblivion. It comes with the Shivering Isles DLC. It comes with Knights of the Nine DLC, or rather I should say expansion pack. Sorry, Shivering Isles expansion pack and Knights of the Nine expansion pack. And then it comes with all 9 DLCs, which is, I'm going to do this out of memory. I think it's the Orrery, the Wizard's Tower, Mehrunes Razor, Fighter's Stronghold, the Horse Armor, the Wizard Tomes, the Thieves' Den, the Vile Lair, and there's one more that's escaping my mind right now. Anyways, I'll put it in the description. But anyways, you get all that for $25 on PC. And also with the PC, this goes for every single Bethesda game, is you get a modding scene that's almost unparalleled by any other game. That's why I highly recommend, if you ever get an RPG, get it for PC if you have a powerful enough PC to run the graphics, because the mods can be games all in themselves. Now for console, they're actually coming out with Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion 5th Anniversary Edition, which you can get at GameStop on starting at July 12th. And you can get it for $30. Now this includes Knights of the Nine and Shivering Isles expansions, and it also comes with a Making of Oblivion DVD and a full color map of both Cyrodiil and the Shivering Isles. Now Cyrodiil is basically that right there, province of Cyrodiil right there. That's basically the entire game map. Unless you have Shivering Isles, then you get like another map that's almost as big as Cyrodiil. But this game is just absolutely colossal. It is a ton of fun. The combat is very engaging, and the quest line is very rewarding. Oh, and one more thing about not just this game, but all Bethesda games, is they always have some sort of famous voice actor in them. This one in particular has Sean Bean, who plays Boromir in Fellowship of the Ring, and he also played Ian in National Treasure, if anybody ever saw that. And that's about it for this game. But yeah, please check it out. Please go buy it. Bethesda deserves the money for sure, and it'll give you something to look forward to in Skyrim that's coming out in November. So yeah, that's it for this game. Let's move on to the next one. Fallout 3. Another game by Bethesda. This came out back in 2008, I believe. Now you can get the Game of the Year edition. Now the Game of the Year edition for both PC and consoles. This comes with all of the DLC. So you've got Broken Steel, which is basically like an expansion, and it raises the level cap to 30, I believe. And you've got Operation Anchorage and a few others. Now you can get for the PC, you can get the Game of the Year edition on Steam or at GameStop for $30, and for consoles, it's also $30, but you can only get it at GameStop if you want a material copy. Now this game is absolutely amazing. It It's set in a post-apocalyptic Washington D.C. About a couple hundred years from now. Uh, as you can see, there's a nuke going off in the game right there, and that's some armor right there you can get later in the game. But anyways, you set out. Your father goes missing, and you set out to find him in the wastes, and it takes you on this really long quest line. But there's a ton of side stuff to do. There's all these side quests that you need to. If you're playing, especially if you're playing on a harder difficulty, you need to scavenge, find supplies and ammo. When you start this game, ammo is kind of at a scarcity, and your weapons actually have a condition on them to where they'll degrade over time if you don't keep them repaired. So starting off this game, if you're not playing on easy, it can be pretty difficult, and in that difficulty there's a lot of fun because it definitely feels like a straight up survival kind of game, but at the same time you're on this epic main quest to try to find your father, and it leads you to all these awesome places in the ruins of DC, like the Washington Monument and all sorts of places. Now the map for this game is absolutely huge. I think it's 17 miles. I think it's 17 square miles, and that's just without any DLC. It's 17 square miles, and there's a ton of weapons in this game. If you want to find the best weapons in the game, I recommend you go to Link the First. Go to his YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description. Yeah, go to his channel and just watch his weapon guides. They're amazing. He goes through step by step how to get the best weapons in the game, and it makes the game really a lot of fun once you try to find all the big secrets and stuff like that. But yes, it's definitely worth $30. I mean, I got it when it came out, and I thought it was still worth the money back then. It will provide you with hundreds of hours of game time if you do everything along with the DLC. Oh, there's one more thing. You also get companions in this game, which is something you didn't get in Oblivion. So you can get like a dog, which you saw in a screenshot there earlier, and you can get several different companions, and they'll fight alongside you and help you out and all that. Now, as far as the famous voice actor in this game goes, it's Liam Neeson. Now, he's the guy that, he was the star of Taken, and he played Qui-Gon Jinn in the first Star Wars. So, yeah, he does a phenomenal job. He actually voices your father in this game, so I thought that was really cool. But anyways, yeah, go buy this one, guys. It's definitely worth the purchase. You can really sink your time into it, and overall, it's a great, fantastic game. All right, now on to the next one. Fallout New Vegas. All right, now this came out a little bit kind of late last year. Now it was full of bugs and glitches, but since then they've patched it up so it runs pretty smoothly now on all platforms. It has 2 DLCs out right now, along with a third coming, I think, either late this month or next month. I don't know which one. But anyways, you can get this game for PS3, 360, and PC for $20 over at GameStop. Now, this game, it's set in a post-apocalyptic Nevada, and the main city is, of course, Vegas, Fallout New Vegas. And basically, you start out as a courier that gets shot, and then you get patched up by a doctor, and you're trying to figure out who these people are that just that shot you and took your valuables from you, and it leads you all around the map. Now the map is again pretty huge. It's I don't think it's quite as big as Fallout 3's map, but it's still pretty huge. It's almost as big. Now, as a side note, this game was not developed by Bethesda. It was produced by Bethesda, but it was not developed. It was developed by another studio called Obsidian Entertainment, and those are the guys that brought you Knights of the Old Republic 2. They did that game, and they did Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 1 and 2. I think they did those too. But it's a fun game. I mean, I'm still playing it. I've sunk about 80 hours into it, and I bought the DLC, and all that. But it's a pretty fun game. Uh, the famous voice actor in this one is Felicia Day. Pretty much everybody knows her from her huge web series, The Guild. And I heard she's also supposed to be doing something with Dragon Age, but I haven't really looked into it. But yeah, she actually voices one of your main companion characters in this game. But yeah, in my opinion, it's worth $20. I mean, come on, for 80 to 100 hours of gameplay. I don't think you can get better than that. But yeah, that's about it for this game. Highly recommend you go buy it. It's a lot of fun. And let's get on to the next game.